Alright, so this is how a tourist must feel when he visits Crown Falls. Hello everyone and welcome back to our new tourist public mooring that we have. And also here our nice little entrance there, well, could still need some work, I admit that, but we at least have the bus stations. You can even take a bus here and drive in circles, just enjoying our beautiful day, and also just, well, purchase some bread here from the local stores if you like to. And, well, if you are rich enough, then there's also the seaside apartments available right over here with a direct Sunline bus to the port or to the airport, wherever you want to go. And this is Crown Falls in its current state, an exquisite metropolis that we have at the moment. So as magical as Cinderella's evening. Highest level, this should really push my profits. Let's have a look. We got 8,300 visitors at the moment, leading to a total income of 31,000 on the balance, which is significant. I should say this. This is actually really not bad at all. And of course, this can only be improved by further adding monuments and also a better bus system, of course, that we already started. We have a quest here at the moment as well. The tourist asks you to build a restaurant and connect it to her hotel by bus. Now we have built it over here. There's already the first products or raw materials coming over here to my restaurant. It is connected with the bus, so once this is activated, we should fulfill this mission there. There it is. Very good. That was quick. And with that, we also have now a restaurant connected here. That is the bus station. Yeah, well, we do still have some bus network, green street overlay. Thank you very much for that. We should still add some greenery to the area, of course, and perhaps also here, can we add something like that? This is just ideal really for a statue or a tree. Let's use statues there, right? So let's make the whole thing a bit more sophisticated looking. Yeah, a nice little area that we have there. This is then going to be our monument, even though I don't think that we have the final location for that. We'll just see. Now, tourist-wise, we got 156 per hotel right now inbound. They would like to have some jam now and a better coverage of the variety theater. Let's go ahead and have a look at my tourists. As we can see, the cafe we can unlock with 550 tourists. We should provide this. The jam is something we can actually, yeah, get already, and it's really easy. Oh, there's also the next quest already. Select the facility that produces fresh and healthy food for you. Oh well, not so healthy here after all, but at least the vineyard should be done. And with that, we already finished the quest here. Affects the vineyards. Oh my goodness. Productivity reduced, maintenance cost reduced, but the attractiveness goes up. Doesn't sound very appealing to me. Let's repair my vineyards there. It looks rather shabby. A meal is not simple sustenance, it is flavor and experience and exaltation of the land and its people. A rich main course is essential. Let's give them something meaty. A dash of sauce and garnish, possibly leaping. What is leaping at me? Marinated meat bobbing in a vegetable gravy with sweet corn or herb crusted venison. Nah, let's go with the meat. And a goulash we do get out of this one here that we can use at the restaurant. And there is our goulash already. It's a bit more expensive, as it would cost me corn, something that we don't have at the moment, but it is part of my quest. The red pepper we have, the beef we have, and it would, yeah, affect my citizens, at least with the canned food. There is something useful finally, because the Archduke's Schnitzel, let's face it, is crap for my investors. Canned food, there is something else here. I'm also eyeing here my coffee consumption reduction there with fish and frites. And there's a rum reduction as well that we can go. Oh, there's also empanadas. That is something we probably get out of the, yeah, out of the New World Rising DLC here that we can use then in Manola. But let's go ahead with the goulash. Let's select this one. Corn is something that we need to provide. So let's just have a quick look at Marshall, my corn industry business, my center for corn industry. We're exporting corn to Manola. So the thing is, right, we will not probably have that much. By the way, something is wrong here. Why are they not having... Oh, fertilizers. That is something we should be getting over here. And it seems like we don't have enough fertilizers. Yeah, we are actually rather low on that. My fertilizers work, so let's go ahead and push the fertilizers. Shall we do this? We can do this easily by just adding some more ranches that are producing the beef. And by the way, speaking about beef, we actually do need beef. This brings me to the conclusion that we should have a trade route. between a couple of islands. Manola goes to Marischal and then goes to Crown Falls. And we're going to pick up beef in Manola, because this is something we need for the restaurant. And in Marischal, we're going to pick up the corn. Now, the thing is, we will not need hundreds of tons of that, right? So we just need a bit of it for the restaurant to work. That's already a lot that's getting over there. And I think an airship might actually be a right choice for this one here. We could use, let's use my Arctic airship, Nelly 3, my third ship that I had in the Arctic, just easily. Right, we can do this. By the way, let's actually go with 2 slots here, because we do have the slots available. And let's keep it in our mind that we have 2 more slots available than here. No, actually it has 4 cargo slots. It's full. All right, so this is my latest trade route here now. Let's move it to global industries, and then it's fine. Now, I was with the jam. We are actually consuming 1 per minute right now. That's with our, well, tourists. Let's say that we go up to 3. Let's make it 4. So I will realistically only really need 2 orchards for the jam. Yeah, we can actually have this in Crown Falls right now to keep things simple. Can it overlap? Unfortunately, can't overlap with our lumberjack huts, right? So I can have 1 orchard here by the cliffs that is getting 100%, and then we also have 1 here with the 100%. And that's really it. It is that easy to provide a new product. Going to be then up here in the hills of Crown Falls. Right, and then delivered right down there. Unfortunately, we don't have a cable car or anything like that. That would be amazing if there's a cable car going down here. Technically, I don't know if that would have been possible. Now, another product that we have solved with that, the restaurant, it should be fixed then as well. Variety theater was my other goal here, so we should check out where we have our theaters. There is one that is not covered right now, and let's cover it, right? There is a house, and let's move that house. Let's move it. Yeah, we can actually easily move it over there, right? There is space available here. Let's get rid of this. Let's make the road connection complete. Let's make this one a full dense block. No problem, no harm done. And with that, we have a bit more space here again to continue covering the variety theater. And with that, it is now... well, it's close. It's 79%. We do need to have 1 more at least if I want to make this work. There is another one here at the main road in Crown Falls, directly in the center of it. So I think we might actually use it here. And yeah, we can get rid of these ornaments. They're just placeholders anyway. Let's not only have them as placeholders, but let's get them back again here. We have a little plaza area. I'm using that word way too often. But in that case here, we can use it. And with that, come on, tourists, be happy about this now. It's still at 79%. Why is that the case? Do we not have a connection with this? We do. All right. Oh, the fulfillment of this need currently is limited by the tourist unhappiness. They're unhappy because the zoo is not really supplied at the moment. Fur coats! What? We are out of fur coats. Is that right? This might be devastating. Ooh, it's really bad. Why is that the case? We're consuming... Where's my fur coats? There it is. 25 we actually consume, and we only produce 26 if we have it available. We don't have it because furs is missing. For cotton, I think it should be fine, right? We're getting really lots of cotton over, but the fur is missing. Now, for fur, we have Shodix. That's still... Oh, has crown shares here. That was Miss Hunt, of course. And, I'm already boosting them. We're full on fur. Do we not have a trade route for the fur trade, for the fur stuff here? There it is. Oh, they are destroyed. We don't have a fully used trade route here. Interesting. We should have some ships available. The Wild Thing, off you go. And let's actually get a third one, Industrious, right on this one too. Let's get it back to 3. So this is probably happened during the wars, that one of my ships got destroyed and I was not able to rebuild it. By the way, we should get some more smaller cargo ships and also some more huge colliers. Oh, not the ironclad, please. Oh, by the way, down here, there's another Great Eastern as well, so we can rebuild it again if we want to. And there's my huge colliers. Let's get another 2 out of the way there too, and 2 more cargo ships. Now, all said and done, we should continue enjoying the view of our tourist hotspots. So the palace, of course, our glorious really glorious palace, and we should probably also continue making this one a bit nicer. So we do have this road, and we do have this area here that I still would like to use, and we still haven't used an item or a building that is available to us really, and that I would like to use here. And there it is, the music pavilion, and the cool thing is, for once we can center it to the palace itself. So I would like to have the music pavilion, yeah, somewhere up here, right? So really just in line with the palace, and close enough then also to the... Oh, we get a quest with that as well. To the Crown Falls, so we can have a look at Crown Falls from the pavilion. I will need to unfortunately get rid of some of those trees here. I'm terrible sorry. But sometimes it's necessary for the greater good, enjoying that view. And then we can... where are my... There it is, my pavings. Let's go for this one, actually. I think this fits better to the general theme here, right? So we can go like this, for example. And in the center, we do have some fountains and stuff like that. Let's actually make the area complete here. And then somewhere over there, we are going to have another crossing. Going like this, most likely. Over here, where it's making the connection with the main road then. And on the other side, exactly the same. It continues to go towards the Crown Falls, right? So we are probably going to make a lookout area there. Now, before we make the final connection, I probably should get us something more ornamental. We could have the Splendid Gate. Yeah, I think I like this because it has the same size as my main road. And the Splendid Gate more or less just connects now my road here with the palace grounds, right? And we can also make this one complete by extending the fence here that we already used for the botanical garden. That goes then all the way over here and then towards my final area, this area.
I want to look after everyone.
Oh, Bent has a gift for me?
Ship constructed.
What kind of gift is she giving me?
A fire broke out.
Oh yeah, there it is, an explosion at my steelworks. It must be the present. Yes, we have an explosion. Just like that. Thank you very much, Bente, for your generosity. It must have been her. But onwards we go with our ornaments up here. So we still have now this area. I think we're just going to decorate the same way we already have done it, right? So I think this is the easiest path in keeping it symmetrical like that. So it's just going all the way then up to this area. Of course, the bus station is a bit in the way of that, but it's still fine. And some more trees then here blocking it off. And we could probably also... Have I used it? The medium fountain? No, not really. This is a shame. Let's use the medium fountain here as well. The right paving then, of course. Probably should also do it on the other side. It's a palace after all. Palaces are symmetrical most of the time, I think. At least in my very boring opinion. And do we want to have a canal here or do we want to have enclosed trees? I think I'm going with the enclosed trees for once. We can't use that much water all the time. That is horrible. Of course, a bit more paving around the palace itself can't hurt as well, because that looks a bit too narrow there to me, so we can't just have that. Also have it on that side, and also then here. No palace is truly a palace without a proper bed of flowers, so like the red ones especially. We can also mix it up a bit with my... Yeah, let's make the yellow ones. Probably then over here, and over here. Some smaller palace fountain, once again, where people can walk around. I do like this paving a lot, because it gives me a warm color. However, here I think this one makes a bit more sense. Going then towards the paving there, and probably also here. And, yeah, we can do this, because, of course, we're going to have then trees on that side here. So, for example, our enclosed trees to block it off again, more or less. And we can then just take the whole thing and also make it over here. Now that I think about it, a few more trees can't hurt really. Let's get the trees here though, and get us these from the... Is that too much? From the dragon DLC. Let's go ahead with those here. I think that's better. And white one especially. Not the palm tree version, please. That hurts my eyes. Some more water again to mix it all up because, of course, we have this water ring around it. So it just makes sense to me to continue with that. Also over here. And here we actually have to end. But you could argue that the water is then going, of course, into the crown falls, right? Aesthetically speaking. So the whole ring of water around the palace ends then here by the big lake. Yeah, I can argue with that because I'm the creator of this. So let's just go with that version of my own style there. There we have a bit more paving then. And it can't hurt actually to have much more flowers on that side. We don't need a fence here really. We have the fence here, but that's fine then. And yeah, just around the paving then really going all the way here to the crown falls themselves then to finish this area. And then we have, of course, our music pavilion that we can make an ending here. We probably... Let's actually go ahead and also have the paving then around it in addition. So you can have a walk there as well. Because the fences also have their own paving beside them. Where people can walk around. And they can enjoy then the beautiful flowers and whatnot. That's that. And then we have the music pavilion. Don't have a quest yet there. It's finally finished. My life's work in art. There I dreamed that by accepting this gift you intend to make it a centerpiece for the vault. Yep, give it to me. And with that we do get the Anno 1800 music sheet. That is playing now here. Endlessly until I say stop. It also gives me some 30 attractiveness. Now for that end here, we do have the perfect ornament. That is the lookout tower or the lookout bench or whatever it's called, lookout point that we have then right over here. And from this area, you can then take a nice view to the crown falls, of course. Hello, ladies. Already quite busy. I can't even get up there because they occupy everything. And take a small stroll, or a quick stroll through the palace gardens in the back of it.
The strike has ended.
And with that, I'd say the palace grounds are finished. Let's also have this one here completed, so no one really dares to walk off into the wild forest over there. We should keep some space here to nature as well, I think. And not bad at all, I think. And just let me know what you think about it in the comments if you like to. Tourists, you are going to be happy though. By now, thanks to increased income of fur coats again, we do have the happiness of the variety theater of 99% again. So the jam is in too. And then that's just the restaurant here that's not working at the moment. So we're waiting for the corn. But that will be another nice push for tourists. Let's have another hotel because we are still looking rather thin on that. I might be having a hotel up here, to be honest. Yep, so we could have a smaller hotel than here. Would that make sense? I mean, it looks architecturally, it looks fine. Difficult decision. No, I will postpone that. We have the opportunity of actually also moving a few things around. So there is a bunch of more artisans here. Let's move them down to more to the dock area.
Has been vanquished.
Oh, by the way, here, let's make that. With that, I can move a bunch of these engineers over. I can remove the marketplace and the pub entirely. And with that, let's also move... Well, let's also move these guys here down, giving me a bit more space then in that area. Oh, by the way, that's not looking so great for the next hotels. Not the big one, though. I would like to also use the smaller hotels because it makes sense to me to also use them here from time to time. There's the main road. Let's just see. Let's actually move this one over there again because I think I'm going to make it stretched.
A roaring success for a simple enough
the
work,
goulash is
don't you
working.
think? I'm eager to plan our next culinary wonder.
And we do have a bunch of options available for this one, especially that one I think I like a lot. And we could make it like this, right? So it's looking away from each other. Yeah, I like that. And then we have here the connection. We already have ornaments included, so it wouldn't make sense to add more around them. At least not for now, immediately. And it definitely also will need another bus. The cool thing is we do have spots available here for the next bus station. Let's add 2 more hotels. together with some engineers then and investors in its surrounding. And dirt roads, lots of them. Probably should really start now ornamenting the whole mess here that we have started. And we can do this, of course, also with my enclosed trees. No. We can use this to pave the roads a bit better. Now, hold on. We don't need to have these strange roads there. I can also go ahead with something like that. So we have a little island there, more or less, right? We have these enclosed trees then here where the streets are ending. And then here we could also go with a bigger one, just like that. So that's a bit better looking than to the eye as well. Lots of space over there. I'm just inclined really to go with more enclosed trees then. And I'm always eager to use the textures that are included already with the building. This just looks much better than what we had before, right? By using just the normal textures. By the way, this is not just an optical illusion that you see. Nope, you can actually also walk through these tiny archways that we have there. Right? Which is pretty cool, I think. Into the dense streets of Crown Falls. You can get lost really quickly. Not looking so bad. As we can see, they do get their needs fulfilled right away. That is for the tourist mooring, for the theater at the Jam. The restaurant, unfortunately, not. And the zoo is also not really that high on the list yet. Do we probably need a second zoo if I want to make this really work? But who knows about this. Now, next up, we have a new building unlocked, the Café. That we can use now. We do have 488 tourist customers, right? So now that the tourists come into town and they turn into customers that we can use. But however, there are also a requirement for my service buildings, the restaurants and the cafes and such like that. And we certainly should use this in, prominent locations. So cafe in the center definitely makes sense to me. Closer to the central guards here somewhere, closer to the court. Oh my, Hugo. I thought we were allies. No? No, we're still not allies. He still hasn't given me the next quest line. Alright, yeah, I'm going to move a few buildings around back and forth here so we can move those skyscrapers over. Make a bit of room here for a nice cafe. It does have its range to the warehouse because we also have to consider this, of course, to make the cafe then just work here. Also, it should be close to hotels and stuff like that. So this one here is taking those two in. We could, now that I think about it, also just add a smaller hotel somewhere here in the center. There's room for this. We just need to move two skyscrapers, really. Something that... Ooh, yeah, let's move them over there for now. Right, get rid of this tiny road here that doesn't serve a real purpose. And with that, we can add another smaller hotel. And we do have a bunch of options there. This is my favorite one, really. It just fits in nicely. This one is also not looking so bad. Let's go ahead with that one here once more, right? So having another hotel here that is getting, also still should be affected by the restaurant and definitely by the cafe. Doesn't have a bus station though. Once again, there is a house we can move. I'm always happy moving a few houses around. And with that, another bus station then here. Unfortunately,
it's a surprising...
That is a bit strange. The post office is not being used. So the post office is a mod for sure, but it's not this post office. There is another one that is meant by this. And it is most likely the one that we have here. The chief post office. That's the one. That's the one that I need to build close to a station. Another tricky beast. Another decision I'm going to postpone for now. Let's have a look at the cafe. The cafe is over here. By the way, oh, wait a second. Yeah, we need to do this a bit differently. So I will need to move the bus station. I will need to move this building there. Get the bus station here. Now it's affecting the cafe and the hotel. And this still looks like it's always been like that, right? Perfectly fine. Bus station here. And cafe also now being used. Let's have a quick look at the recipes. A donut foray we already have. Cone, Okopia and hot chocolate. That is New World style. Oh, champagne. Coffee reduction 30% if we provide some milk, cinnamon and cocoa. So this is actually really expensive though. Or cocoa. And this one is already doing 10%. It is requiring though jam. Flour and tallow we have plenty of. Jam is a problem because of course we will probably need more orchards then, but 10% reduction for coffee, I'll take that. Let's use this recipe. So our first cafe is also then starting to work right in here in the center of it all. And as always, let's make it... we could have actually here smaller fountain area. Let's take the narrow one. Ah, and once again, I can't center it. Let's take the even smaller one. That one. Fits actually to that smaller paveyard here in the back, I think. If we take it like that. Because then we have the benches on the side. This should be fine, really. And around it then we have just our enclosed. For a nice little cozy area then here as well. Deep in the city. Perfect. That's that. Tourists happier than ever. Restaurant Orn still not really stable. But once both of them are stable, we should be pushing more so that we can unlock the next row of productions that we need. Stay tuned.